Okay. Um, how is everybody doing today? Um, I wanted to try out Haps on uh, my phone because normally I would do it in the studio, so to speak. And I am on here before I go to work to talk about, um, you know, why employers lose good people. And a lot of times we think that it's because of two things: money and people. No, money and hours. See what I'm saying? Money and hours, but it's really people. Uh, and, you go to work, especially a new job, and you think that, um, by coming in, you knew, of course, you don't know anything, everything, unless you got had prior training or it was a prior job similar to what you're doing. um you somehow uh you feel out you feel out of place, so to speak, and you're trying to find your way in. Um so I'm talking about this because of experience, and employers don't really understand that whole revolving door. And it's, every time when you talk about, people leaving, it's because of money and hours. It's money and time, but that's not always the case. It's people that work there. People, and when I say people, is other employees or coworkers or people that been there a long time, you know. Um, So I've just inquired a new job. Thankful, grateful, but um, people say people should not allow other people to interrupt or halt your money. I do need to say that, but it is very, very difficult. Um, it's very difficult to do, and here's why: because you see these people every day, and knowing the conditions that surrounds the revolving door situation that goes on at a lot of these jobs, they make it hard for the new people. I do need to say that. So, but my thing is, as an employer, uh, be mindful of that. Who are these people that's making it hard for other people? See, as I would look at it, in a perfect world, um, you would you would pretty much try to keep people for not having this revolving door situation happen in your establishment. Say like you was blessed with 10 people to start at your company or job or whatever, and there are one, two, three people that's already been there, that's been there for a while, who make it hard for these 10 people. And when I say make it hard, we all know, the gossip, the he say she say, the type of tone that a lot of people take on new people. It's like, you're new, you don't know what you're doing. This is how you're going to do it. And a lot of people are not used to that, you know? A lot of people don't have tough skin like a lot of other people. So they make it they make it they make it bad for new people. You see what I'm saying? And that's all fine and good because you've been there for X amount of years, and this new person is coming in, and 9 times out of 10, the object or the goal is to learn the routine and try to create some type of longevity at this new job. I- so my problem is that as an employee, boss, supervisor, manager, whatever it is that you want to call yourself, to not have this happen, not have people to say, you know what, I'm sick of this, I'm leaving, or this is too much, this is overwhelming, I'm leaving. you know Kind of talk to your vets, as I would call it, and tell them, hey, back off. In a perfect world, I know that a lot of people won't do that. I know a lot of employees are like, easy come, easy go. But think about it. It's going to create a situation where, word of mouth is a beast. You know, somebody is going to leave that job, and somebody that they know is going to accept a position at that job, and that person that left that job is going to tell them, like, hey, if I was you, I wouldn't go there. And I'm gonna give you a perfect case in point. When I worked at Amazon, and it was hell. It was utter hell. I that was the shortest employment history that I have ever stayed at. And I tried. I really did. I tried. I went to work, um, and going there was like brutal. I didn't stay there for a week. I stayed there. Well, it was 4 days. It was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I stayed there 3 days because it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days, and then you're off. You work 4 days, and then you're off 3 days: Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, which would have been good, but the workload is like ongoing, ongoing, and they give you two 30-minute breaks, but they take you 15 minutes just to get to the room, to the cafeteria or the eating area. And then after you do that, you got to come back on the floor and do work. That's torture. Hustle every day, work, 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 work. And when I came in, because I'm a big dude, um, they put me in the truck, and I was a loader every day. And it was like, when you come in, you're supposed to look on the board to see where you are, to see if you are either whatever it is that they have you doing for that day. And I was always a loader. I came in, what I'm supposed to do. Oh, you're gonna load today. I loaded yesterday. Can I be the one who put the stickers on the boxes? Can I be the one to ship out the boxes? And those boxes, those tractor and trailer, they are not. It's hot. It's hot, especially in the summer. They're hot. I was like, okay. And then it was that Friday. I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I can't do this. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like Amazon is a revolving door, you know, and you wonder why people are leaving, but you're not trying to correct the problem. You want it to be that revolving door all the time. You it's like you're not trying to sit down and say, okay, why are we losing so many people? And then what's funny was when you left, or when I left, it was I just left. I ain't give no 2 weeks. I just left. I called the Uber and I left. And I came home and I never went back. And I know that's not good. And I don't condone, I mean, I don't, wanna make it seem like, that was the best thing to do. But I had to go. I had to go because my health come first. Um and I'm not going to put myself through all of that uh rigorous I mean, just as soon you go in, it was like work, no time to relax, work, you know. And it was always cracking a whip, you couldn't talk. Um a lot of I made friends with a couple of people that worked out there, of course, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Wait, what's up? How's the family? None of that. None of that. It work, 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 work. Okay. I left. I just left. But right there, it's like you try to, uh, as an employer, you want to like understand why. Why are people leaving? Why are people leaving in record numbers? This is why, you know. And like I said earlier, people are not leaving because of money and time, money and hours. People are leaving because of people that they think they've been there X amount of years, like 20 to, you know, to 2 months to 20 years. Of course, they're going to have that expertise. They're going to know their job. They know their job, but it's the way that you talk to people. There you go. It's the way that you talk to people. You just can't talk to anybody no any kind of way, you know? And like I said, I'm a firm believer of that. You just can't talk to the people any kind of way. And the favoritism, I don't really play that well. So I my only hope. Now, I'm not saying that people don't do it. Some people do, some people don't. But my thing is, as an employer, understand the conditions of what's going on in your establishment. That's one. Identify the people who are making it hard. Like at this new job already, two. Excuse me, two. I have identified two people that is making it hard for people, you know. And once you identify those people, pull them up. Hey, what's going on? You know, and I mean, I don't know. A lot of people will say, well, that's one person. I didn't know one person can affect five people. One person and five people don't like that person. Or one person, 10 people don't like that person because of what that person might do to these people to make them say, you know what, I ain't coming back. But that's one person. Just imagine if it's one, like five other people, you know, and people come to work and they got to work with that person and they make it bad for them and they want to leave. You gone? Yeah. All right. Be safe. So just imagine if uh, you got to work with that person, or you got to work with that person, or that person is somewhere around in your vicinity that you know you got to be in that person's presence, and that person telling you what to do. That is hard. That is hard. Um, so employers, sometimes it's not all about the money. A lot of people leave because they ain't getting paid right. Um, Sometimes it's the people that's working there. And I've worked at a place where this one person just created all kind of negative energy. You know, that's as soon they came in, negative energy right off the break, and you can't work it like that. You can't. You come in, you want to have a positive day. You're saying positive affirmations to yourself, and you go in and you see this person, and they coming in with all of their negative energy. Now you just, ugh, you know, for the rest of the day. And they say, don't allow a person and their negative energy get to you, but it is hard because you got to work with that person. See, me, I'm type of person. I'm sorry, show my stomach. Damn. Me, I walk away if I am able to walk away. If there's a space that I can go to, I'll just walk away and you know won't think anything of it, and and continue with what I'm doing. But employers, I'm telling you, I've been working since I was 16. I'm 48 now, and I've seen everything. I have seen it all. I've seen it. I ain't gonna say I've done it, but I've seen it. And a lot of times, you know, employers want to ignore it because they don't want to deal with it. I've worked with, a person who, um, hey, what's up, man? Hey, information man show, what's going on with you, fam? Um, I've worked with a person that made it hard for people to work with them, you know, uh, every day. Excuse me, every day it was a situation. And then when you act out of character, you um they look at you like you're the troublemaker, or you the trouble starter, or what have you, because you refuse to be around that energy. You see what I'm saying? um and I could not understand that, but now I do. Well, then later on, I picked it up. I said, okay, I understand this, because of a certain situation of what was going on. But they looked at me like I was the troublemaker, but all the time it was them. And I'm like, wow, you know, how you gonna look at me like I'm the person that's creating the problem when the problem is coming to me, you know. And some employers, they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to, and it's crazy because I was working at a job, and uh they said, every time when the situation happened, uh I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. But then, like a couple days later, I'm in the HR office. I'm getting rolled up, and I'm like, how did this happen? You know, I didn't start it. Who want to come to work and have this happen to them? You see what I'm saying? And not say anything. You're supposed to be quiet and accept it. No, I'm not that person. So yeah, um, a lot of times it's not the money. It's not you know, it's not the money, or it's not the hours. It's the people. It is the people that work there who have been there for a long period of time and thinking that they run the whole place. Because you got people out there that's like that. They've been there for 2 months and they think they're a supervisor, or they've been there 5 months and they own the place, and they've been there so long they cool with the other employee or employer that "Oh, yeah, I could do whatever and I ain't gonna get in trouble," you know. So I just wanted to say this because it was heavy on my heart, and I just needed to say this because for people that have these new jobs, be mindful of that. Um, Look at your surroundings. Identify the people first of all that you're working with, who's making it bad for other people, especially if you're in a situation or at a job where they have a revolving door. Like they just cannot keep people. And then you that like me, I'm thinking, I'm like, why is it a revolving door? Why is it uh what is the reasoning behind people leaving this job? What are y'all doing? And you'll slowly start to figure it out, so to speak. You will figure it out, like who's who, and one or two, maybe three, maybe four individuals who just make it hard for people, and people can't take it and they leave. So I just wanted to say that today. If you're catching this now, if you're going to watch it later, just be mindful. Just be mindful of, you know, the conditions at your job. And hmm, mailman. Just be mindful of the conditions at your job. And I know they said, never let anybody steal your joy, steal your positivity, steal uh, your feeling, or so to speak. That's hard, but find something within yourself to keep you moving, if that makes sense. Find something in you, concentrate on that to help you get through the week, the day, uh, for as long as you at that job. I holler at you when I smile at you. Y'all have a great day on purpose today and for the rest of the week. It's going to be great outside. And I'm jealous to all the people who have work at home situations. I mean, going to work, I can see the beauty, but um, I won't be out in it, enjoying it. So I holler at y'all when I smile at you. Thanks for watching, and continue to support and continue to tune in. Peace.